Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, number 65. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Let's take a look at our lineup. In the sixth spot for them in this one, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And there's two away.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Must see right here. This could be the moment he ties DiMaggio at 56 games.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. That's his 7th home run of the series, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. I mean, what else can you say at this point, Chris? This hitting streak just continues to amaze us as it's well into the 50s.
It just feels like there's no end in sight, and I think we all hope that's true. Every game, it seems he finds a way to make us say, wow. Well, he went up there looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Spencer Horwitz. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs it up here. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement, having a big series so far with 8 hits. Base hit center field. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game to get the
swings and blasts one deep to left center. And in one hops the wall. Pulls him to third safely. And a run comes in to score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. Blue Jays 2, and the White Sox nothing. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Jose Barrios.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets, and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And now the DH, Dominic Fletcher. That one fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. Bichette settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And someone who's had success against this pitcher before, Nicky Lopez.
These matchup stats can be a little deceiving sometimes. He's hitting over 400 against this starting pitcher in his career. But with that said, they faced each other a good amount of time. So this should be a fun matchup to watch play out here.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. And he gets tied up right there. Barrios, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. In the air, left field. Barber snags it on the run.
Batting third, the first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Not even close there. Ball one. The Jays up by 2 here in the third and final game of the series. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Kicks and deals. That one just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And they're down 2-0. Here on the south side, top of the second, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. And a pitch. That one ripped. That's back. Out of here. He circles the bases. That's his 5th homer in the series. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Line drive. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen.
Ripped on a line, and a base hit right there.
The first baseman.
And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that very few records do.
And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And next is the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4. Now the throw comes in. The runner holds it third.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Spencer Horwitz. That one drilled left field. And it gets by him. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 65 done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New arm out of the bullpen, Mike Soroka.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 down, and now Ernie Clement. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. And he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Doubled his first time up. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. That's a laser base hit into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the batter is George Springer.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps was going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Base hit and a run comes in. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is on.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run across. Here comes Springer around third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And now he's tagged out. Rounded second too far. Ran into an out there. So man aboard. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Hard ground ball, base knock. In comes the run from third. It's 10-0.
He was all over that one. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. 1 for 2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw in Holt's the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now here is swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But it's a huge 8-run inning for them as they open up the lead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Luis Robert. And a pitch.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone. Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
The Blue Jays up big in this one. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gathers and throws to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And next to hit for the Sox, Andrew Benintendi.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Righty delivers. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Two outs, base is empty.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 10-0. Back at guaranteed rate field. Now it's the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The line and the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 11-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch.
Pitching change here, Chris Flexen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. now Spencer Horwitz. Swing and a base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 13-0. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Liner, base hit.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Here's George Springer. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. Ortega makes the grab, one away.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Addison.
Man at first, Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. And that one hammered. Robert hustling after it. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Around third. Hung up in a rundown now. Throws on the brakes, but he's tagged out trying to get back to second. So up next, Dalton Varsho. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
And here it comes. And a foul ball. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 14-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Mancini, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Back to the top of the lineup, Bo Bichette, the next to hit. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Run comes in from second, 15-0. It's a double, third hit of the night for him.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
So they turn things over to the righty, Chad Kuhl.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman. There's a buzz in the stadium every time he comes to the plate as he tries to extend his hitting streak. Line to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Corey Lee.
The catcher,
The Right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
One up, one down.
Batting in, the right fielder,
Rafael Ortega stands in. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Drifts towards it. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
batting done. The third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Corey Julks. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Chi Sox held in check here. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. New inning getting started, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The line of the pitch. That's hard hit on the line. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And Guerrero is set down. 1 away.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. Pulls that one foul. The pitch. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. At the plate. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Digging in, Alejandro Kirk. This one in the air, center field. Robert hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 1 for 3. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair as they can't add to their slim 15-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and now Dominic Fletcher. The pitch. And there's a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And makes the grab. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nicky Lopez. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike. The White Sox still looking for their first hit in this one. That one misses, and 1 and 1.
1 strike.
Fly ball down the line. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Vaughn now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Man at first, one away. Right through there for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 0-2. Hit in the air, center field. Varsho after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Louis.
So man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that one fouled off.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that
swings through it for the K. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Back here on the south side, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Addison Barger. Cool, back to work. High fly ball out to left field. Benintendi is there. Puts it away for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. Base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So the lineup flips over, and now the shortstop. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
The first baseman, number 9, Joey.
Next is the speedy first baseman, swings here and blasts one left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead. So that extends his hitting streak to 40 games. He's really in that rarefied air now, Chris.
Yeah, you have to wonder what's going on in his dome right now. I mean, I know he's trying to block out all the noise, but at this point, it's impossible. And as much as he wants to focus on the task at hand, all the talk about the chase for the record is going to dominate anything else happening on the field. This is pretty special.
And the righty deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Robert settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. Looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's the second baseman, Spencer Horwitz. 4 for 4, 2 doubles and 2 singles. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. And that's a 2-out double.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. I'll tell you, Man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Tuki Toussaint takes over on the mound.
Number 54.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Robert hustles it back in, and that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now at the plate, Alejandro Kirk. Liner, and that should be extra bases. One run is in. Coming home. Not in time. He's safe. And they extend their lead.
Everything came together for him. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So up next for Toronto, George Springer. That one laced to center and a base hit. And they hold the runner at third base as they decide not to risk the send with 2 away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. He pulls into second. A run comes in on the play. Tag, and he's out at the plate. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Jays are out in front 21-0. Here on the south side, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Montgomery measures 6 feet 4 inches, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2021. Swings through that one for strike 2. On the ground to short. Over to first. That's an out. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Benintendi to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Swinging a foul straight back.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And he deals. Fights it off. You'll see another. The Jays up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Corey.
Now it's going to be Corey Lee. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.